This project was made possible by a grant from the Virginia and Alfred Harrell Foundation and all of SJV Water subscribers.
Hello, my name is Lois Henry, and I am the editor-CEO of sjvwater.org. We cover water in California's San Joaquin Valley, and one of our most recurring topics is the Kern River. This series of videos attempts to break down and explain the ownership of the water of the Kern River and where it goes. In this video, we'll be looking at a thing called the Intertie and why that is so important on the Kern River.
The Kern River is a highly plumbed piece of water, meaning it has a number of structures used to move and measure water. There are 3 key points that serve as the foundation for how the rest of the river works, and that are integral to the current state hearings on the river. Those key areas are first point of measurement, second point of measurement, and the intertie. The intertie is really a big concrete box behind a giant ponding basin in western Kern County. It was designed to hold floodwater and release it into the California aqueduct. As unexciting as it may be to look at, the intertie features prominently in the Kern River proceedings now being heard by the State Water Resources Control Board's legal division. So let's take a look with Kern River Watermaster Mark Mulkay.
This is the Kern River Intertie. This structure ties the Kern River into the California aqueduct. It was designed and built in 1977 to allow water from the Kern River, high flow water from the Kern River, floodwaters, be diverted into the California aqueduct, which runs behind us. Water from the Kings River, the Kaweah River, and the Tule rivers can be brought down through the Friant-Kern Canal, dropped into the river, and transported to this location for delivery into the aqueduct. The last time it was used, however, was 2006. The Corps of Engineers determined that Lake Isabella, the reservoir there, and the dam had some faults to it, and they required the agencies that had water stored in Isabella to evacuate that water quickly. So the Corps gave an evacuation order, which actually created a flood on the Kern River, and waters were put into the aqueduct in 2006 through this structure. Prior to that time, it was used several times between 77 and 96 for floodwaters into the aqueduct. Once that water leaves the Kern River and goes into the aqueduct, it belongs to the state. The intertie structure is important as part of the hearings that are going on at the state board for the applications for high flow Kern River water. There are agencies here in Kern County that are applying to take any of the water that flows through the intertie into the aqueduct and be put in their name so that they can manage that water in the aqueduct through the state system. One of the reasons this facility hasn't been used since 1996 for floodwaters is because of the advent of all the additional recharge facilities that have been located along the Kern River between 1977 and today. There are several thousand acres that are now used to take high flow Kern River water and recharge it so that it stays here in the local area in our groundwater basin, can be used by the residents and growers of Kern County instead of being lost to the state aqueduct.
Coming next, we travel with Watermaster Mark Mulkay to look at key structures on the upper Kern River.